Hi, I'm Gareth Millward, Millie from the forums, and yes, the beard is real. And I'm here to talk to you about Communication Psychological Warfare 10, the ultimate man management guide for virtual football managers. And I just wanted to talk to you about that because it's finally the time of year where we can release it. It's finally out. It's only about 2 years delayed, so that's not too much of a problem. But yes, essentially, since the last one that we released, Communication Psychological Warfare 08, we've been looking at player interaction and the media in Football Manager and really just trying to get to grips with it and trying to learn what's going on. And we feel now that with the changes that have happened since way back in 2008, that we're in a position now where we can really update that and properly build a full and comprehensive guide to player personalities, the media, tutoring, team talks, all of those sorts of stuff, all in one easy to use 80-page plus guide. So a little bit about the guide itself and what it's about. Essentially, it takes you all the way through from the match day, from the pre-match build-up, the preparation for a game, through the team talks during the game, and then the way to deal with the aftermath after the game. And then in the other sections, we deal with the more long-term attributes that can be modified with player interaction and the media, and just generally good selection, transfer policy, and just generally running your club well. So that's what we work on, and you can get all that from the guide. It's been written in response to the reactions that we've had from the forums and from various people over the past couple of years, and a big thank you to anybody who's asked questions or given feedback, no matter how big or how small. It may sound like a cliche to say, we want to thank you, but really it's true. I mean, when we get questions, it helps us to frame what guide we're going to write next. And when we sent out a lot of surveys from Tactical Theorems 10. We said, what's the main thing that you have problems with? And one of the answers that kept coming back time and time again was problems with consistency. And that's one of the things that Communication and Psychological Warfare 10 can deal with. Consistency. It'll teach you how to get players to have high morale, and it will teach you how to deal with individual player personalities so that you can keep every type of player, whether they're professional, unprofessional, prone to nerves, egotistical, no matter what kind of player they are, you'll be able to learn how to talk to them individually to get the most out of them as individuals. And with that should come consistency. So we really feel that man management and the way that you run your club is really important, maybe as important as tactics in terms of the long-term policy of your club. I mean, tactics can win a particular match in a particular situation, but if you want to win titles, if you want to turn draws into wins and losses into draws, squeeze that extra little bit of juice out of a team's performance, then really you need to be managing them well and keeping their morale high. So that's essentially what Communication and Psychological Warfare is all about. Understanding player personalities, understanding the kind of traits that you want in your players, so you know which players to sign, and you know which traits to try and instill in your youth players so that your youth players will reach their potential. Because professional and determined players train harder, develop faster, develop further, and then decline slower in later life. So by keeping a professional determined squad, you can keep your best players playing at their best for as long as possible. So that's really what Communication and Psychological Warfare is all about. Don't really have much more to say than that, other than give it a download. If you liked Tactical Theorems 10, then I'm sure that you'll like Communication and Psychological Warfare. We've gone down the road of explaining not only what each individual option does, like an extended manual, but we've also explained why you should use each option and in which circumstances, so that you can also learn the system the way that we've done our research and the way that we've learned the system. Because we at the think tank at FM Britain have also had problems with players being inconsistent. We've had problems with players demanding transfers, and that's kind of led us to go, well, why is this and how can we stop that? So everything that we've learned over the past couple of years is in this guide. It's all based on the theories and the knowledge of Matt von Brocker, or the next Yarby, who wrote the original Communication and Psychological Warfare a few years ago. and we've taken what he's written and we've expanded upon that, and he's been involved in writing the guide, as have I, Gareth Millward, and also Thomas Levin, or Levo, who you may know from FM2010.com. And we've sat down and we've put all of our information into here. So if you like Tactical Theorems 10 and you like the work that we do at FM Britain, you want to say thank you to us, then download the guide and support the site. That's really all I've got to say on Communication Psychological Warfare 10. But really, I think you should download it, because it will help get that extra 5–10% that you need from your players, from your squad development, and from your team in general, to turn those second and third places into titles, and really get your team playing the way that you want them to play. I'll leave it there. I've been Gareth Millward from fm-britain.co.uk. If you have any further questions, you know where you can find us, the forums at fm-britain.co.uk, or you can email us, thinktank@fmbritain.co.uk.